Alright, you guys, welcome back to some Borderline of Dusk. We're gonna jump straight back into it. Furuya just came barging into the room, said something happened, and we're gonna go investigate. As we're running after Furuya down the hallway, I can hear someone screaming in the distance. What's happened here? What? What? All you can eat barbecue. Let's go. I thought something bad happened. You got me so trolled. Why does she have a feather sticking out of her, though? Arriving at the scene, we see Iva-san yelling, her fists tightly clenched. Beside her is Hina-san watching her completely dumbfounded. I swear this game is such a troll. They made us feel like we were gonna get some story here. It's like, no, just all you can eat barbecue, which admittedly is pretty nice. I won't complain about that, but it's like causes her to become lost for words mid-sentence. Okay, well clearly everyone's hallucinating is what's going on here. Maybe like their wildest fantasies are coming to life, or they're just tripping on drugs. Maybe that's what's going on here. Can't get enough of those engine sounds, guys. Tiramisu's pretty good. Hey, yo. Iva-san isn't the only one who's screaming out random things at the top of her lungs. What in the world? Having noticed us, Hina-san mutters to us. I have no idea. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say either, but it's not like we can pretend that nothing's happening. For starters, we walk up to Iva-san. I like how of all of her wildest fantasies, just having an all-you-can-eat barbecue is number one. It's the top of the list. Short ribs, beef tongue, sirloin. I've never had beef tongue. Have you guys? Is it pretty good? I wouldn't know. Iba-san? I tap her on the shoulder from behind. She suddenly stops yelling and stares at us blankly. On the nape of her neck, there's something white swaying back and forth. A feather. The snow white feather turns gray shortly after Iba-san regains her senses. Furuya flails her arms to represent feathers flying every which way. She says that. As she says that, she pats the back of her neck where the feather is stuck to her. I like how I thought we were gonna get some more to the story and we were gonna start actually, you know, explaining everything that's happened. No. No, of course not. We're just gonna add something else to the pile. I feel like this happens in every game I play. Like, they just add more questions and then they finally answer them all eventually. It's the same thing with the TV shows I watch too. I'm watching Lost, if you guys have heard of that. It's kind of an older show from like 2005, but that's what that show does too. It just adds more and more questions instead of answering things. Or it gives you answers and then it's like, oh, the answer just gives you 10 more questions. Oh, I freaking hate it. She tries to pull it out, but it slips free from her fingers. She rushes to put down the hand that touched it. When were you hit by it? Okay, good. At least this doesn't erase your memory the past 3 days. So we can actually ask. Hina-san nods in agreement with Iba-san's words. What was all that about barbecue? Hey, Korean barbecue is the best. I will agree with you there. If you say so. I can clearly tell that she genuinely loves it. What the hell? There's all sorts of things being yelled out, but why is everyone doing this? Some sort of weird cult thing. Koga, I thought you would have had a better take than this. What do you mean some cult thing?
なんだったのかな。そういえば飛んでた羽は消えちゃってるし。その羽が飛んできてからみんな叫び出したんですか？
When stuff like this happens, it makes me think like everything that's going on is some big social experiment. They're just testing it out on the students. Is that what's happening here?
多分そうです。ひなも見ていました。羽が来てからおかしくなりました。
I don't know, I was really expecting there to be someone passed out. Kind of like what's been happening in the day realm, if you want to call it that.
きなさんは叫んでなかったですね。
別に叫びたくなりませんでした。私もみんな叫び出したからびっくりしてトクサさん呼びに行ったんだよ。
Well, Neko, you did the right thing.
伊庭さんのように羽が刺さった人だけがそうなったようですね。
I think that's a likely thing. You know, we kind of observed that firsthand. Only the people that had the feathers were screaming. So, is it a mist? Yeah, I would say so too. Well, I can't think of anything else that would make something as ludicrous as this happen. Yeah, that was certainly not what I expected. This is terrible. We already have our hands full with the fainting incidents. I want to quickly explain what's been happening to the puzzled Furia. So they disappeared. Luko says that as she surveys the area, they were gone by the time we got here. Did they vanish, or... Perhaps they've already reached their targets. That would be the worst. It's no problem if they just yell out their favorite food, but for some people, they could say potentially... what they say could potentially ruin their lives.
もう少し調べますので、伊庭さんはその羽をあまり触らず、異常があったらすぐ知らせてください。
Iva-san nods, and so does Hino-san, who's standing beside her.
わかった。他の刺さった子にも言っとくよ。お願いします。
けど、突然好きなもの叫びたくなるミストって何なんだろう。
A ridiculous one, that's for sure. Let's go ask Rito-san. I feel like every single one's been ridiculous. There's not been a mist that's just not ridiculous in some sort of way. Like, you know, what it makes you do is ridiculous, what happens is ridiculous, what it's able to do is ridiculous. I would say the key of Yanis is pretty ridiculously strong. So, without saying anything in response, Buko starts walking. Is she thinking about our argument from before? Well, it's not like I've forgotten about it either. The 3 Night World students have classes, so we leave and return to the basement.
今日は何の騒ぎ?
There's something new every day at this school. Seeing the difficult expressions on our faces, Rito tilts her head. We've been coming to her every day lately with difficult questions, after all. Luka gives her a quick summary of what we witnessed. After listening to her with great interest, Rito mutters that aloud. She stares off into space, and it's nothing we haven't seen before. Her face says that something comes to mind.
白い羽です。被害者の一人の首筋に刺さっているのは見ました。最初は真っ白でしたが、被害者が我に返ると少し色が暗く。好きなものを叫びたくなったと言ってたのね。そうです。何か心当たりはありますか?
Rito nods in response. She has an idea as to what it is. Thank goodness, something we can actually get answered.
コルース・アルブス。白い羽の刺さった相手にどんな質問でも3つだけ強制的に答えさせる力を持ったミストがあるわ。
Huh, so they have to answer any 3 questions.
コルース・アルブス。
Any question.
それで焼肉?
There was a guy who shouted out someone's name too, so the question was probably, what is your favorite thing?
それなら人だったり好物だったりしそうだね。
3つだけ強制的に答えさせるということは、刺さった羽は3つの質問が終わるまで抜けないのですか?
She looks up to the ceiling as she answers us, trying to recall this information.
絶対に抜けないわ。でも蓋を閉じると目には見えなくなるはずよ。
So you could potentially... I'm wondering how exactly you attach the feather. Is it something you can just, like, you have to just go up to somebody and do? Is it something that you can just kind of, like, will to happen and then they'll have the feather attached to them? And as long as you have the lid closed, it's invisible. How does that work? I need more explanation.
ミストの特徴を詳しくお願いします。
Yeah, I think that would be very helpful. Looking back at Muko, she nods. We need all the information.
コルースアルブスの本体は羽ではなく小さな木箱なの。羽はその木箱に入っていて、箱の蓋を開くと現れるのよ。
Gosh, this is like a Schrodinger's cat situation. Are the feathers in there and you just can't see them?
羽が刺さった人は本体を持っている人物の質問に強制的に答えてしまうの。もちろん嘘はつけないわ。そして質問を重ねるごとに白い羽は暗い色になっていって、3つの質問が終わると真っ黒になって消滅するの。
Okay, so it becomes pitch black. So they had the feather in them, it was white. And then she just answered a question and became kind of a gray color. So it has to be pitch black. So that means she probably only answered one. So those feathers are going to be stuck. Sounds like another pain in the ass.
羽が消滅した後にもう一度新しい羽を刺して質問をすることは可能ですか？いいえ。一度羽が刺さった人にはもう二度と刺さらないわ。質問する人物が変わってもですか？ええ。箱の持ち手が変わっても質問の回数は継続する。
Interesting. So it's a mist that has like a limit to it. Okay. Interesting. I think Code Geass comes to mind. The Geass can only be used on a person once. And after, you know, it's been used up or they fulfilled whatever it is they're supposed to be doing, it doesn't work anymore.
伊庭先輩の羽刺さったままだったし、まだ黒じゃなかったよね。
Yep. Glad you noticed that. Yeah, and it didn't seem like everyone else was yelling out anything besides what their favorite thing was.
ミスト使った人はなんでそんなことしたんだろう。
羽が刺さった人物に一貫性は見られない。そこまで人数が多くいる場所でもない。やはりコントロールしきれていない可能性が高いように思えます。
They let go of control on purpose as you're already unconscious because of the compensation. I don't know. Would he let go of it of control on purpose? Or is he already unconscious because of the compensation? I wonder if the second one is right because maybe that's what's happening to the people? Because, you know, everyone's been feigning, right? We've had 3 people faint and they're losing their memories. Is that what they're trying to imply here? That that's what's going on? I'm gonna go with that. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, though. I haven't even looked it up. I honestly don't know. Which would explain why the feathers are still visible.
蓋が閉められないから？
There'd be no reason to leave it open if the user were awake and the question that it was asked is
そ
nonsensical.
っか。じゃあ使った人はどこかで倒れて。あ、
This wouldn't be the first case. I think with the whole key ordeal, the user fainted, right? So I think there's precedent for that happening. It's probably him, the third victim. Oh!
昨日混沌した3人目の被害者なんですが。
That's right. Okay. Yeah, he still fainted, right? That was the difference. That was something that wasn't common with the other 2. Third year, right? Have you talked to him yet?
意識が戻らないそうです。
Interesting, but why did something just happen now if he was fainted yesterday? He's the only one who's different from the others and hasn't
その
woken up
可能
yet.
性が高いですね。彼だけは混沌事件の被害者ではなかった。だから一晩経っても目覚めない。
Okay, so my question is, okay, let's say he opens the box and distributes feathers, but he faints. So the box is still open with his request. Could somebody else ask a question? Does that make sense? Like, so this third year activated the box, paid the compensation, but somebody else got to ask a question from that compensation. Does that make sense?
だったらあの人かなり危ないってことだよね。
I would say, yeah, if they're still having mana drained right now, yeah, they're probably in danger because they're still passed out. Turns pale as a ghost, chills run up my spine. It's already been more than a day since he collapsed.
リトさん、コルーサ・アルブスが魔力の代用として使用者に求める代償は何ですか？睡眠。つまり眠ることね。
So if we leave this alone, he'll never wake up.
コルース・アルブスは強力なミストよ。魔力の低いものが箱を開くと、それだけで眠ってしまう場合もあるの。
Okay, where does the memory loss fall into all of this? Does that have to do with the fact that they were asleep for the 3? No, it can't be it. Question that was asked of those pricked by the feathers seemed to be quite vague. Is this because the user collapsed before he could form a complete question?
可能性はあるわね。
前の妖精さんもどんな鍵って指定しなかったらアバウトなことしてたもんね。
Okay, so he didn't quite finish his query, and it just kind of went based off of that. So yeah, it could have just been him, and not somebody else asking a question. I don't know though. Is that also why the feathers are going out of control now instead of when he fainted?
誰に刺さるようにという指示も曖昧なら、混乱して普通でない挙動をすることはあると思うわ。
Very interesting. So it's perfectly likely that he collapsed before any proper instructions were given.
いけませんね。ミストを探さなくては。
Yeah, I would say so. It's a wooden box, right, Rito-san?
木箱。金属のプレートで縁取られていて。
About the size of your palm? I mean, that's not that big.
さほど大きくないのですね。わかりました。
That's gonna be hard to find.
ありがとうございました。
And I'm assuming that somebody else has it, because we didn't find it on his body, right? During thanks to Rito, we quickly leave the library and go upstairs. Interesting. Luca said that she'd take another look at the courtyard where the victim was found collapsed, so Maro and I are searching inside the school building. In order to not disturb the Night Realm students while they're in class, we talk in whispers.
箱だったら人形の時みたいに勝手に動き回ることはないのかな。
You never know, the first mist we saw that was a moving mirror. Feeling the pressure of the situation, we're walking faster than normal, scanning our surroundings as we walk. However, there's nothing that resembles a wooden box. Also, at the very least, the feathers are capable of moving by themselves, considering that he collapsed in the courtyard and they were found in the hallways.
そうだった。
Yeah, I think these are good observations. Like I said, I still would want to know, because let's go based under the assumption that either Ghost or somebody else is manipulating these people into possibly using this. They could have just grabbed the box after the compensation was paid. I think that's probably something they could do. I don't have confirmation of that, though. Slumps his shoulders as if to say he's sick and tired of all this. As much as I want to say that as much as I want that Miss to stay still, I'm pretty sure it won't listen. Let's check out the third-year classrooms.
探した方がいいかな。倒れてたの朝だったから部屋にあるってことも。
Shizuka. We run into Murakumo in the hallway while we're conversing. It feels weird seeing him not in his usual disciplinary committee coat, but rather a regular school uniform. Though judging from the look on his face, he's feeling more than just weird. Is it okay for you to be here despite quitting the disciplinary committee?
うるせえな。見回りのコースやシフトは分かってるから見つからねえよ。
Dang. Shizuka's going through his rebellious stage?
それ大丈夫じゃないんじゃ。
I'm sure the routes have changed since they upped the
それも
security.
聞いて知ってるっつうの。
You're going solo on the investigation now. That sounds way less efficient.
うるせえ。効率とかそういう問題じゃねえんだよ。
でもミブ先輩ずいぶん心配してたし。
ミブさんには悪いと思ってるよ。
So I know he's kind of trying to do things solo. Maybe he thinks that he'll achieve more that way. I really wonder what's going on in his mind. I wonder what he's thinking deep down. Of course, hearing her name causes his complexion to change. Why did you quit then?
だからやめたんだよ。
You just did. That's not an answer.
だからそのやらかした俺と組んでるとミブさんまで肩身狭いだろ。
So you feel guilt. You feel like you're holding her back, maybe in a way. She doesn't feel that way,
な
though.
ことは分かってる。俺の気が済まねえんだから。ってどうでもいいだろそこは。
I like how he just straight up admits, yeah, I'm feeding my ego, by the way. He moves his hands horizontally while telling us not to touch the subject any further. I mean, I can respect what he did, though. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with his actions, but I respect that he had enough integrity to do that. He felt like he failed and felt like he needed to, you know, maybe be punished in a way. Maybe this is his way of, like he said, feeding his ego and feeling better, you know?
それよりてめえらこそ何やってんだこんなとこで。
Investigating.
変な木箱を見ませんでした？
え、木箱？
His aggressive tone all but disappears upon hearing the unexpected
なんだ
phrase.
そりゃ。またミスとか？
You don't know what just happened now.
騒げ。
There were students shouting out that they liked barbecue or black bass or something. As strange as what I said sounds, he must have remembered something as he responds with a puzzled look in his face.
さっき階段の上の方からもずくが好きだの、御影石最高だの、大騒ぎしてる声が聞こえてたけど、あれか？
Okay, the seaweed I understand, but what about granite? I'm just imagining this guy being like, I really like granite countertops in my house. I think granite's amazing, guys. Like, we should all have houses that have granite countertops because they're so sturdy, they're easy to clean, nicely to maintain. That's just a really random thing.
御影石？
なんだよ。あれミスト絡みだったのか。
Is that going to be important? Is the granite thing, like, actually something I should be paying attention to? Or is that just a meme? Seems like a troublesome one went out of control. I explained to him what we learned about it from Rito.
はあ、コルースアルブスね。
Why do all these have such
暴
weird
走さ
names?
せたやつはもう見つかってんのか？
We think it's possible that it's the third victim.
それやばいだろ。
That's why we're looking for it. If you see a wooden box full of feathers, close the lid and call for reinforcements.
近づいて大丈夫なのかよ。
Should be fine as long as you don't have any strange fetishes. Then Koga definitely should not go near it.
ねえ女も。
We're counting on you then.
わかった。
Oh, he accepts the tax reluctantly. I love it. Occasionally there's just these gems of dialogue in this game, and that was one of them. We won't title you to disciplinary committee, so don't worry. We all need the help we can get at the
う
moment.
るせえ、人の心読むんじゃねえ。
What?
当たってたんだ。
Oh, and these two characters are my favorite. Like they're some of my favorites. I love Koga. Koga says some off the hand things, and then Shizuka is great. I'm actually worried about that.
黙ってろくす。探してやるから。
Okay, then stop being so weird about it. Let's just go. Ushio. Murakumo is interrupted by a familiar voice. Muko.
あ、ミッチ、あれ？
Looking in the direction of her voice outside the window, we see a wooden box floating in midair, surrounded by countless feathers.
あれが。
やっぱり動いてる。
There isn't time to be shocked by that. Let's go. Luckily for us, the wooden box flies in through the open window. After spending some time in the air a short distance away, it zooms past us. Hey, wait.
待って。
Well, that's convenient. It just came to us.
何の騒ぎだ？
We see Tsubaki-chan running towards us from the other end of the hallway. Catch that. No, on second thought. Run away. Aim straight for Tsubaki-chan. The fluttering feathers cover her. Oh no, she's gonna admit that she likes dolls. Brushing them away from her hand, she dashes off from the mass of feathers. She's staggering, so Murakumo runs up to support her.
大丈夫。猫。
Never mind, it's not dolls, it's cats. Cats are more important, clearly. I mean, I understand that. That's very accurate, but... Neko!
あー刺さってる
I would love if Furuya just came in and be like, what? That would make this scene perfect. Clearly visible on her neck is a single feather.
好きだ。私は猫が大好きだ。
ちょみぶさん
It's the exact same situation that Iva-san was in. Rokuma has never seen this before, so he's taken aback by the drastic change in her
私
character.
は猫が大好きなんだ。あと実は部屋に人形がたくさん。止めて誰か。でも猫が好き。
みぶさん落ち着いてくれ
Sorry, you take care of her.
こら
猫。あの感触、肉球、鳴き声、ああ止まらない。猫が好きだ。好きなんだ。
Freaking
いや
cats.
みぶさん
Neko!
わかったわかりました落ち着いて
As Smoky-chan continues to shout out her love for cats, Omaru and I ditch Roku and chase after the mist. Like, okay, you stay here with her, make sure she's okay. If I made a mistake and got close to it, I'd end up like that too, wouldn't I? Damn, I wonder what I'd yell out.
どうしたのミッチー急に止まっちゃって
That's interesting. What would he yell out? I have no idea. No, it's nothing. Do you think, what do you think would happen if you got hit by that?
俺
Face is out for a bit and then suddenly his face turns beet red. I'm guessing that's something he didn't want to think about
そ
came
そ
to
そんなに
mind.
変なことは言わない
Probably.
多分
Oh gosh. Your face says otherwise.
恥ずかしいだけだよだって伊庭先輩たちすごいことになってたし
I wonder who Kotaro has a crush on. I have a feeling he likes somebody. I just don't know
ミッ
who.
チーこそ急に足止めたってことは
What's with that look in your eyes? I don't have any strange fetishes or interest either. We all remember the handcuffing scene, okay? It was pretty early on in the game, so you should still remember it though. I think he liked that. I think he was into it. I don't. I really don't,
じゃ
but
じゃあ早くあれなん
What's
と
the
かしないと
what's the but, huh? The mist is floating all the way to the end of the hallway and is loitering near the ceiling and looks like it's floating around not because it's searching for where to go next, but because it doesn't have any targets. As we thought, it was probably given incomplete instructions and is confused.
行き止まりだ今のうちだよね
Yeah, if we jump at it, we should be able to catch it. But the feathers get
そ
us.
ーっと近づいた方がいい
I feel like the feathers are gonna fly at us if we excite it.
何をしているんです。
Oh, Muko. She runs up to us. I have a feeling
Mr.
Muko's gonna get hit. I have a feeling she's gonna get hit and finally say the thing that she's been hiding from us.
あそこまで追い詰めたんだけど
He points at the mist, which is staggering around like a drunkard. Muko takes out one of those ceiling talismans from her breast pocket. Using her usual knife, she makes a small cut in her pinky and smears the blood on it. We're saved.
古賀くん、
Oh no. Do I have to go put it on it? Is that what I need to do?
あの高さに飛んでいたのでは私では届きません。
And we're needed because we're tall. We're a tall boy. She prefers me. Talisman with a straight face
素
as she
早く
says
貼ら
that.
ないと意味がないんです。
You're kidding, right? You just don't want to be pricked by a
その言
feather.
葉、そっくりお返しします。
Okay, well, clearly nobody does, but she's right. Nobody wants to be pricked by it. No, I don't want to disturb it, that's all.
どれだけ口にしたくない趣味があるのか知りませんが。
Oh, Usho, you know too much. That's my line. What weird stuff are you
私の
into?
好物は甘いものです。
Yeah, most people have said pretty normal things. There's been a few people who have like said like a girl or something, but besides that, like barbecue and liking granite for whatever reason, I don't think that's incredibly strange.
生クリーム、カスタード、メープルシロップなどです。
Oh,
知られ
okay.
て恥ずかしい好みではありません。君が嫌がっている理由とは違います。
Wouldn't say anything I'd be embarrassed about either. I don't know if I believe that.
なら木箱に近づいても大丈夫ですね。身体能力も私より高いでしょう。
But you're more familiar with how to use those talismans.
ですが届かないものは届きません。
Watch him just suggest, I'll lift you.
あ、ちょっと降りてきたよ。
Muko slowly turns to look at the mist upon hearing his words. It floats around as if tracing a figure 8. A single glance at it is enough to tell that either of the two would be able to reach it. You can reach it now, right?
まああの高さなら誰でも届くんじゃない？
Okay, it's all
お願い
yours.
します。
We just volunteer him. Let's go. She offers him the talisman this time. I'm amazed at how she's able to do all this with such a straight face.
なんで俺？
You can do it, Omaro. You're a man, aren't you?
ちょっと
Yeah.
ミッチーまで。
立候補していただけるとは幸いです。烏丸くん、ハリ。
ひどい。二人ともひどいよ。
I think so myself too. But I really don't want to get near that mist. Sorry, Omaru. I'll still be your friend no matter what your favorite thing is. No, I'll even pretend that I didn't hear it.
ええ、お約束します。
やめて、変な趣味の人にしないで。ないから、そんなのないから。
Katara, I'm just picturing you as a Reddit user, okay? I'm picturing him as a Reddit user and also a Discord mod. So clearly he has some very peculiar interests. And there's no need to worry. Now go!
お願いします。
Omaru reflexively takes the talisman after having it forced onto him.
いいよ。
You can do it. I really want to know what he's gonna say. Muko watches him like he's a soldier being sent off to the battlefield. I think that's an accurate way of looking at it. I'm really curious as to why he's so against going up to that box. Unfortunately, we don't have time for that. I mean, clearly all three of you are against going up to the box because you don't know what you're gonna say. Talisman in hand, he timidly makes his way over.
逃げるなよ。
Like he's approaching a vicious cat.
えい。
Swing and a miss, the box shifts to the side with perfect timing, causing Amara's hand to slice through the air.
あ、待って。
After it, quickly, Amara turns to face where the wooden box escapes to. By the time he does, it's already
なんか
relocated
俺遊ば
itself.
れてる。
Oh no, you've almost got it. Ah, a bit to the right.
今です。札を早くかま。
えい。あれ？あ、こっち向くな。
Taken by surprise, he slips and falls. This is so ridiculous. Why? Why is he naked? I know they do that in these. They always seem to show, like, somebody not dressed for some reason. I don't know. Why? What is Usho doing behind us? Why is she pushing us? The box drifts in our direction passing Omaru. I panic and step backwards. Muko swiftly hides behind my back.
札を、烏丸くん。
Muko, don't use me as a
買
shield.
ってください。早く早急に烏丸くん急いで。
どこ？札どこ？
You dropped it. Staying cautious of the feathers, I look around the vicinity. I see the talisman on the floor beside the wall. Over there, Amaro, by the
起こさ
wall.
ないでください、古賀くん。
But if I don't keep my distance, the feathers could get me at any time. Keeping pace with the wooden box, Muko and I are gradually moving further and further away from where the talisman is.
どこ行くの二人とも？置いていかないでよ。
It's not on purpose, the box is
そ
coming
れより
towards
札
us.
です、烏丸くん。早く札を貼って封印してください、急いで。
How do we get ourselves in these ridiculous situations?
なんでこっちに戻ってくるんだよ。
It's hard to read the mist movements when it's confused. It's all over the place. When we think it's headed for us, it flies up the ceiling, and now it's aiming for Amaro and descending rapidly.
だから急いでと言ったでしょ、急いでください、今すぐです、早く早く。
I need to play that one more time.
だから急いでと言ったでしょ、急いでください、今すぐです、早く早く。
That's some of the best Japanese I've ever heard in my life. That's why I said to hurry up, please. Hurry up right now. Hurry, hurry. Pick up the talisman already, Amaro. Oh my gosh. Neko, you should have came earlier. That was the perfect time. Ah, Furia. Furia suddenly shows up, probably because the classes are over now.
どうしたの？なんでうずくまってるの？
札が。
札？これ？
She casually picks it up from beside the wall. That's it. Good job, Furia.
血がついてる。
Stick it on the wooden box in the air. At this point, we're all panicking. We don't care how the mist gets sealed as long as it happens.
貼ればいいんですね。わかりました。
I can't tell if it's because she's not scared of it or because she's obedient, but she fearlessly runs up to the box. She's even seen what those feathers do to people. Amazing. She's amazing, but she was still attacked by feathers. Fox is acting randomly before as if it suddenly remembered that it was a mist and sent a large number of feathers flying her way. She ducks her head and waves her hands as if to shoo away a swarm of mosquitoes, but... Yeah, you did it right on top of your head. For some reason, it stuck vertically into the crown of her head. Well, that failed. She faces the wooden box as she screams out nonsense. This...
なんか混ざったよ。
I mean, as long as she gets it done, does it really matter? Don't worry about it, Furia, right there. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get over how stupid this whole scene is. Like, stupid in a good way. Stupid funny, okay? I like... When I say something stupid, if I'm laughing, I'm probably because it's funny. Like, it's stupid funny. Upon seeing the talisman applied, Muko immediately chants the words to activate the seal. The box stops moving, the feathers are floating around, fade away. That was so over the top, so ridiculous, so unnecessary. Furia blankly stares down at the wooden box. The feather that was on her head is now gone. Muko expresses her gratitude for her usual calm demeanor, as if nothing had happened at all. What a great personality she has. Not really one to talk, though. Ah, yeah, you were a huge help.
ありがとう。
Getting saved by Neko of all people. We have 3 perfectly competent people. Omaru can be competent, but we have at least 2 competent people, okay? And we couldn't get that done. So we're too afraid of being pricked. Being thanked by everyone, she blushes out of embarrassment and waves her hands in front of her face. The best part is we already knew that. I mean, I already knew that. I mean, Koga probably doesn't. Maru and I stealthily exchange glances.
気になるところで終わったけどな。
Kotaro. He wanted to know. He's like, I wanted her to keep going. That was entertaining. Wonder what the magician did. Ignoring us while we're still somewhat struck by amazement, Muko picks up the wooden box. Oh, that box, we'll be leaving it with the library.
獅子型に牛尾さん、獅子型に牛尾さん、学園長先生がお呼びです。
Oh shit.
学園長室まで来てください。
Hell yeah, we're gonna get some answers now. We're definitely getting something. Oh, she's back. Last I heard it was gonna be a few more days, so this is sooner than I
ちょうどよ
expected.
かったね。
If she called for Muko, it probably means that she's heard what's going on, rushed back, and wants to know the details.
ですが、このミストは、それに混沌していた生徒の様子も確認しておかないと。
We can at least handle that
俺たち
much.
が持って行っておくから。
She seems hesitant to part with it. What's up with her? What's she so worried about?
少々遅れても問題はないでしょう。やはり先に。
もう一度繰り返します。獅子型に牛尾さん、獅子型に牛尾さん、至急学園長室まで来てください。
We're so getting answers. We're so getting answers right now. She wants you there ASAP. Leave it to us and get going. After much indecision, she eventually hands it to Amaru.
リトさんにはまだ宝物庫には収めないように伝えてください。
Huh? You just wanted her to hold on to
く
it,
れ
but
ぐれも
why?
慎重にお願いします。
Leaving those words so she doesn't answer my question leaves her to the principal's office. Finally, something good is happening. Let's
大丈
go.
夫だったか。
あ、ミブ先輩。
Seems that she's come back to her senses and runs up to us with Murakumo. What about you?
すまない。飛んだ集体を。
It wouldn't be the first time. No, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with cats.
うん、猫可愛いよね。
すまん。本当に。
Her face is
無視
flushed.
返すな。不可抗力ですよ、ミブさん。
I like how he's defending her. There's no need for you to worry so much about it.
ありがとう。それで、君たちはどうするんだ？
Really isn't as big of a deal as she's making it out to be, but she quickly changes the topic out of embarrassment. I'm gonna be checking out on the student who still hasn't woken up yet. It might be because he was the one who
そう
activated
い
the
うこ
mist.
とか。なら私も行こう。心配だ。
じゃあ俺、このミストを図書館に持って行ってるね。
Oh, I don't like him being left alone with the box. I don't know. I feel like there's something going on there. I'm just so excited though, because I feel like something's about to happen, and I just can't hold in my excitement. Because I'm like, oh, it's been like 2 episodes of me saying, oh, we're gonna get some answers, we're gonna get some answers. It's like, nope. And I have a feeling this is it, because the principal's back. The principal being gone is suspicious, so. And now that she's back, I have a feeling something's happening. Meet in the bureau right
わ
after.
かった。
じゃあ私もこれで失礼します。
Alright, thanks, Neko. I like you came in, caused a bunch of chaos, and then solved it yourself. Thanks for your help again.
村雲は
あ、すみません。もう起量時間過ぎてますね。それじゃ。
Alright, after hurriedly saying that he gives a bow to Spocky-chan runs off, all the while avoiding eye contact with her.
Oh.
She sees him off with a troubled look on her face. He's doing better than I thought he'd be.
そのようだな。それは安心したよ。
She rushes to hide her distressed expression and forces a smile.
村雲はやっぱり一人で動いてたのか。
He thought so
空
too.
気委員を辞めたからといって全部投げ出すような性格じゃないからな。
Hmm.
私にはやはり何も話してくれない気がする。
That can't be true. I say that, but I'm pretty sure that he never in a million years tell her what he said to me earlier.
君は今
She narrows her eyes and glares at me as if to scold me. Damn, I forgot about her ability. How could she be so sharp? Ah,
村
sorry.
雲と何か話したのか？
Yeah, a bit. The cat's out the bag, so there's no need for me to hide it anymore. It's concerning you. He thinks that he'd be causing you trouble since you were paired with him and when he was the victim of the attack.
バカだな。
Yeah, he's an idiot, but you know, he's our idiot. She casts her eyes downwards, feeling heartbroken. Yeah, I told him
時
that.
々変に頑固なんだ村雲は。そこがいいところでもあるんだが、諦めが悪いというか。
Yeah, you can say that again. Once he gets himself into something, he won't be satisfied until he finishes it. But because of that, he's gotten way too obsessed, now things have turned out this way.
すまない。寮へ行くんだったな。
Oh yeah, let's go. Lucky-chan and I head for the unconscious student's room.
失礼します。獅子型に牛を。
来たね。迅速で結構だ。急ぎの要件だからすぐ本題に入ろう。この件はもう調べなくていいよ。
Don't have to investigate this case anymore.
この件と言いますと。
生徒が混沌していたそうじゃないか。
はい。
その件だ。なになに、心配はいらないよ。こちらで何とかするということだ。
So, not only is her saying that we don't need to worry about the case anymore suspicious on its own, right? But the fact that she's being so straightforward, she's not laughing like she usually does. I don't know, that just throws me off.
君たち、特殊事案調査分室の手を煩わせることは
Oh,
ない。
there's the
喜び
laugh.
たまえ。
I missed that laugh. It's been a few days. I hate it, but I like enjoy it at the same time. Yes, Ushio, yes!
そういえば確かあの白い幽霊について風紀委員会で調査させていたのは学園長だったはず。
Hell yes, Ushio. Rebel against the system. You know they're covering something.
いつまでたっても特査分室に調査要望が来ないのは
That is a good point. That is a very good point. I think she knows that we're a little bit smarter than them.
やはりこの混沌事件と白い幽霊には関連があるの。どちらにしろ学園長は間違いなく何かを知っている。
要件は以上だ。
先ほど回収したコルウス・ハルブス、あれを使えば何か聞き出せるかもしれない。
Hey, yo! I was thinking that same thing, but I didn't think Ushio would actually go through with it.
いや、慎重に。3度しか使えないのだから。
Does she have it with her?
学園長に使用するにしろ、そう、ムツキの行方もあれをうまく。
どうかしたかね。
Please, Ushio, please.
いえ、了解しました。
さすが獅子型にさんは物分かりがいいね。
That's why she told her not to put the box away. She wants to do it herself. Or, you know.
じい、まったくだね、二の舞くん。喜ばしいことだよ。
I shall
失礼します。
excuse myself now. Oh, okay. Ushio's planning something big. Let's go.
ああ、そうだね。心底納得したわけではないだろうよ。しかし全てはこの学園を守るためだ。そうだろう、二の舞くん。じい、そうだとも。
Okay, okay. We're finally getting somewhere. At least I got something to look forward
トクサ
to.
さんって本当にいろんなのと戦うんですね。
Oh yeah.
戦うっていうか、俺あんまり役に立ってないけど。
No, Katara, I definitely think you're more of a brains over brawn kind of guy. I will admit you do have some
そんな
smart
ことないと
observations.
思います。大丈夫大丈夫。あ、私こっちなので。
それじゃ。けどさっきも転んでただけだったし、とりあえずこれ早くリトさんに預けて。あ、そうだ、あの白いの。
Oh, this is where the mistake comes in.
出た。なんだよ、引っ張るなよ。これミストだから危ない。
I told you guys not to leave him with it.
泥棒、何するんだよ。待って。どこ行ったんだ。足早いな。風呂山さん。倒れてる。風呂山さん。
Did she get fragged?
風呂山さん、大丈夫。
大丈夫です。ぶつかられちゃっただけで。
そっか。
あの白い人が持ってたのはさっきの木箱じゃなかったですか？
そうなんだ。無理やり取られ。はあ。
He's like, oh yeah, I just got that robbed.
しまった。
取られちゃったの？
急に目の前に出てきてびっくりして転んだらミスト取り上げられた。
This all but more confirms that those two are working together because they got rid of Ushio, and then Koga, you know, just wanted to go check on the person that fainted. You know, being a nice guy.
どうしたの？
あの人なんだか何か違う気がする。
No, you can't just say that and not elaborate. Hold, what? You can't just drop that and then not elaborate.
どう違うのかは。
Okay, good. They're elaborating. I didn't say what felt different though. Upon returning to the bureau, I find it depressed Amaro, who's practically in tears. After hearing his story, I can't really blame him. Wonder why he did something like that. We haven't seen him since the day we found Murakuma unconscious, which is the most surprising part. We even thought that meeting him then was pure coincidence, that it might have and that he was unrelated to the chain of event of paintings. You're sure that his target was the mist you had, right?
多分いきなり木箱に手を伸ばしてそのまま無理やりもぎ取ってったし。
Thinks he knows what it is, but I can't tell why he did it. Based on what the mist does, it's pretty likely that there's something he wants to ask someone. Now, is this related to the larger case at hand? Asking myself these questions, I know Samara's gloomy expression. Ah, well, cheer up already. It seems that the student who faded is doing alright now. He hasn't reawoken yet, but I was told that his breathing is stable and that he shouldn't be in any danger. He's probably been safe since the moment the mist was sealed. In the off chance the guy in white uses the mist, it'll be his mana that gets used up so that the student won't be harmed.
でも
I think he's the one who's making students do it, though. Or whoever this ghost is, or the principal. I think the principal's ultimately responsible. Stop kicking yourself over it, you got more important things to do.
そうだね。
He suddenly looks back up, however, the color in his face still hasn't returned. No matter what his motive behind stealing the mist is, he knows what it can actually do, and that we probably won't have it going out of control again. We saw him using the key of Yanis before, so he should have at least as much mana as you do.
でも何に使う気なんだろ
I don't know the answer to that yet either. If he's the culprit behind all of the paintings, then it's possible that he made the victims forget what was asked of them. Leaving that aside, I'm more interested in what Furia said.
う。前と違ってた気がするってやつ
So when we're talking about different, like it's a different person, or like they had a different vibe? Based on my experiences of him, he didn't seem like the type of guy who would do something as barbaric as robbing someone. I don't know. If it was necessary. If they really are two different people, then doesn't that mean there's more than one guy running around wearing a white cloak? Sound of the door opening interrupts our conversation. Looking over there, I see that Muko's returned, causing Amara to go pale again. Welcome back,
ミス
Muko.
トは
She asks that the instant she steps foot inside the office.
コルウス・ハルブス。さっきの木箱です。どこですか
Yes, we know the name of the mist. About that. It's the first thing you say after getting back. Anyways, about that, we got some bad news for you. Mara loses his cool and gets teary-eyed while lowering his
何
head.
事ですか
Yeah, that thing got stolen. Sensing something alarming, she furrows her brow and her expression
取
turns
られ
grim.
ちゃって
The guy in white took it. He suddenly appeared in the hallway, grabbed it from him, and ran off with it. She seems completely shocked by this turn of events. However, is it because the mist was stolen, or rather?
ごめん追いかけようとしたんだけど
The guy in white bumped into Furia, which made her fall. Mara went to help her and
だ
lost
か
sight
ら
of him.
慎重にと言ったでしょ
ごめんなさい
Yeah, well, you left it in the hands of the one guy who clearly failed to even put the talisman on the mist in the first place. I mean, I would have trusted Furia more than Amaru. Amaru shrinks with fear as she scolds him in an unusually violent tone of voice. Don't shout, Muko. He never expected anyone to rob him. She gives a deep sigh in order to
古賀
calm
君
herself.
は一緒ではなかったのですか
I went to check up on the unconscious
なぜ
student.
カラスマ君を一人にしたんですか
Fair point, but didn't he say, like, right as that was happening, that's what he was gonna do in front of everybody? I could be wrong about that. I thought he pretty much said, like, I'm gonna go check up on the student. Like, he kind of implied that that's what he wanted to do. They were just gonna kind of split up. Why? Weren't you the one who told me to check up on him? What is she saying? She regularly returns mist by herself anyways. That's not what you've been doing all this time, so... That's what you've been doing all this time, so splitting up makes sense. Why aren't you saying anything? Was there something special about that mist?
もういいです
Kind of interesting, the music track is different. I don't recall hearing this one, or at least not very often. She shakes her head, signaling that she isn't in the mood to answer. Whatever, my ass! I unintentionally raised my voice. She's always hiding her true feelings. Why do you never say anything except for
ど
what
う
you
い
feel
う
like
意味で
saying?
す
Never say anything unless we
その
ask
必
you.
要がないからです
I'm telling you not to decide that by yourself. Haven't you heard of confiding in others? Why do you always have to do everything by yourself? What should we have done with that mist
あの
then?
ミッチー落ち着いて
Muko remains silent and coldly narrows her eyes. I can feel the temperature of the air around us plummeting. Aren't we part of a team? Put some more
お
faith in
断り
us.
します
I think I can hear the sound of something cracking.
はっきりと伝えておきますが、私は君たちのことを信用も信頼もしていません。そんなことは一度も思ったことはありませんし、そんな態度を取った覚えもない。
That sound spreads as fast as her
私の
voice.
相棒はたった一人だけです。昔から今も誰も彼女の代わりになんてなれない。
It ceases to stop. Ushio-san.
さん
Oh, sorry, I thought that was Koga saying that. Having exploded with emotion, Muko bites her lips and is trying her hardest to suppress her rough breathing. Whoever said that we wanted to be replacements?
ミッチー
I don't know who she is, but I'm me and I'm no replacement. There's no need for you to have an inferiority complex about relying on someone other than her, is there? She turns her head back to face me, shooting daggers from
も
her
うや
eyes.
めてよ二人とも揉めてる場合じゃないって前も言っただろ
He yells out, wedging his entire body
事
between
件
us.
何も解決してないんだから俺のせいだけど
調査は終了です。
Her voice reverberates like ice, devoid of emotion. Over?
学園長からこの件はもう調べなくていいと言われました。学園長側で処理されるそうです。
What the hell?
必要なことは伝えました。では本日は解散しましょう。
Hey. This time she completely ignores me and walks out the door. So, Ushio finally pretty much straight out mentioned Mutsuki. Not her name or anything, but pretty much said like she's my partner, my only partner. And that kind of revealed her hidden motivation, right? Like she's really trying to find this person and maybe something happened to her. That's what I'm getting from what was implied and what we've learned in the past. However, I don't feel like chasing her in the least. She flat out rejected us after all. Good grief, how stubborn could she be? I was just thinking. So now we kind of know that she doesn't really view us as equals. In the sense, like, of partners, right? She has always been looking for Matsuki, or is always going to consider her partner, right? And nobody else. She's not going to open up to anybody else. She's not going to pretend that we're best buddies or friends or anything of the sort. And she just kind of finally made that distance clear. She kind of physically drew the line in the sand rather than just always having it be a mental one.
ミッチーだって火に油注いでたじゃないか
Maro grumbles that sulkingly and looks at me with upturned eyes. She was so concerned about something so
あんなに
minor.
怒ってる時にああいうところつっついちゃダメだって
Really? Normally she would have shrugged it off, I think.
そう
That's what I meant. Or, that's what I mean. Her eyes, her round eyes betray his puzzlement.
じゃあミッチーあれわざとなの
Not really, tit for tat.
ミッチー
She was pissing me off. I could tell that she's been thinking it all this time and she went and said it straight to our faces.
そりゃちょっと悲しかったけど
No, I definitely think you have to push her because she's someone that like really tries to hide her emotions. But as we've kind of learned, as we've kind of had some flashbacks with her, that she is a pretty emotional person. That it does seem like it's kind of a case of instead of asking why are you like this when someone has like an emotional outburst, asking what happened to you. The difference between that is that you're not just accusing them of acting out. You're asking what caused you to slowly feel this way. And as we're just like slowly piecing things together, we've learned that Ushio is putting up walls and barriers because she's been hurt. Something's happened to her, something maybe traumatic. Losing her best friend. And then that's the reason why she's at the school, right? Like she's trying to reconnect with Matsuki, and I think just everything that just happened just kind of foiled that plan. Like she knows something's going on. She knows the principal knows something and is covering it up. And her way of like figuring that out just kind of went out the door. So I mean, there's a lot of frustration that's built up here, a lot of problems happening for her, and I don't really blame her for feeling angry. And We're just trying to understand why that is. Sad, huh? Is it really? Not sure about that. I'm debating whether I should be sad or frustrated that she doesn't trust us. I would definitely say sad. I think it's frustrating as well, and I wouldn't blame you if you felt that way. But I think it's sad because what happened to her that she can't trust us? It's kind of a sad thing, she's hurting in some way, or has been hurt and is still hurting. Been trying to be more trusting for her too. Well, it's not like I've been telling her everything either.
でもどうするのさ。あれじゃ牛尾さん当分口聞いてくれないよ。
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. No use crying over spilt milk, though. Mm-mm.
困ったものだね。じい、まったくだね。元は同じはずなのに、どうしてあんなに物分かりの良さが違うのかな。
Should have came from the same source, so why can't one be as understanding as the other?
じい、確かにそうだね。まあでも、急いで身代わりを探さないと。
I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand what she's saying. They should have came from the same source, so why can't one be as understanding as the other? Yeah, that is true. In any case, we have to find a substitute soon. Alright, is she talking about Ghost?
うん？
Yes, finally. We need more information here.
君は。
I don't remember what does Kimiwa mean.
あ、はい。
I think it has something with like you, like you're saying like, oh, you know, like you didn't expect somebody. I'm trying to remember though. I might be mistranslating that. Amidst the heavy atmosphere, we hear a knock on the doors as we're deciding what to do from now on.
お邪魔します。
Not who I want to see. Sure, come on in, Furio. Making a complete 180 from before, she has a timid look on her
フレーマ
face.
どうしたの？
Actually, no, it's actually good that she's here because maybe she remembered something. Why they look different. So, I am kind of buying into the theory that there is two ghosts. So, if we kind of apply that information... Oh yeah, it actually is just straight up in Japanese. Interesting. They should have come from the same source. So, the ghosts are coming from the same source. I don't know necessarily what that's implying. Like, they came from the same place. I have to understand what source is. What do you mean by source? Is that like a place? Is that like an essence? Like you created clones, maybe? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Maybe they both came from the same source. They both came from the same person. So you made clones of somebody. So they came from the same source, same person. So why can't they be as understanding as the other? Maybe they're not quite 100% a duplicate of the original? I don't know.
さっきの思い出したことがあるんです。
さっきの？
Okay.
廊下でぶつかった時、何か違うって思ったんだけど。
You mean the guy
そう
in
そうそう
white?
です。あの人、前に古賀くんと一緒に会った時と違うの。
Okay, that's nice. Different is helpful, but different in what way? Her expression is full of confidence. Mara and I get up from our seats on impulse, excited that we might finally have a lead. In what way?
匂い。
The smell.
前に会った時、一瞬だけどコロンみたいないい匂いがしたんです。
Okay, cologne. Cologne's helpful, because if you could smell that same cologne again, that could lead us to them. Cologne, is that
間違い
it?
ありません。私覚えてるもん。ふわーっていい匂いがしたの。
What exactly is that symbol? I think that's supposed to be a percentage sign? But that's clearly not what that is. It looks like a fish jumping over a butt. I'm not too sure. Cologne, huh? I've never used anything like that before, so I never really paid attention, nor do I
廊
remember
下で
it.
ぶつかった時はその匂いがしなかったの？
そうなんです。マル君は何か匂いましたか？
いや、俺もそんないい匂いはしなかったと思うけど。
Cologne,
少
huh?
なくとも前に私たちを助けてくれた人はきっと女の子だと思うんです。
The one who helped us before was a girl. Okay, so I was right. Interesting.
女の子？
Well, not like we can tell with that cloak. That being said, when we first met, its actions and mannerisms were quite gentle. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was a girl. Tomorrow, did the person who stole the box from you seem
う
male?
ん、力強かった気はするけど、でも突然のことだったから。
Well, you're sort of weak anyways. I'm sure a girl could do the same thing if she tried.
うん、
Oh
最
my
近の体
gosh.
力の低下ぶりに全力で否定できない。
We didn't have to do the poor man like that. We just roasted him.
とにかく私は別の人だと思うんです。だって前の人は私たちのことを助けてくれたもん。
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we're getting it kind of confirmed that it is two separate people. Can eliminate the possibilities of having a sudden change of heart or something to stop, or that it suddenly stopped wearing cologne. Would it be more natural to assume that they're two different people?
ああ、じゃあ私そろそろ戻らなきゃいけないですので、これで。
So my question is it going to be derived from the same person? So we're talking about the same source. Are they twins? I don't know.
少しは役に立てました。
Oh yeah, that was very helpful.
そっか、よかったです。
Thanks,
あり
Neko.
がとう。古江町さんも気をつけて帰ってね。
ありがとうございます。獅子ヶ谷先輩にもよろしく。
Probably won't, because she'll probably not talk to me. Tomoko, she said hi, huh? I don't think that'll be happening in the foreseeable future. Yeah, most likely not. After Furuya leaves, the unpleasant atmosphere returns. It's not exactly a huge room, but it feels vaguely empty. No, there's no point in thinking about that now. Muko is.
で、どうするのこの後。
So what are we gonna do now? Yeah. Nudge my thoughts into another direction. First in the white cloak, the stolen mist, and the student who was kidnapped from his room. Fragments of the entire case drift in and out of my mind. Yes, yes, it has to be the principal.
うん。まあ、調査は中止って言われたらしいけど。
No, I mean the key.
Kagi?
Ah, no, you guys were so close. The principal is clearly related, though. The easiest way to kidnap someone from a locked room would be to use that key. The principal should be the one with it. We'd have to ask her to confirm, though. Don't know if
それ
that's
は
she's
そう
gonna
だけ
like
ど、
that.
この件の調査は終了って言われてるのはどうするの？
She never told us why, and we could always just say that Muko never
直
told us.
接？
For something as simple as this, I can go by myself, though things might turn for the worse if I try to pry into matters
だ
too
っ
much.
たら俺も行くよ。
Puts his hands on the desk and leans forward. Where did that come
こ
from?
れ以上バラバラになるのは嫌だよ。
Damn, I wasn't prepared for that. Well, I probably should have seen it coming. He's always been the one who's wants us all to get along, and I basically destroyed any chance of that happening earlier today. That was partially the fault of Muko's attitude, too.
一人でやろうとするなって自分で言ったじゃないか。俺たち仲間だろ。
Yeah, you're right. He's the only one who hasn't changed. My smoldering emotions subside
だったら
slightly.
一緒に行こうよ。すぐ行くの？
No, it's already late.
そうだね。
After classes tomorrow.
わかった。じゃあ明日。
We fist bump and get up from our seats. I can't imagine her spilling the beans so easily, though. How should I start questioning her? I love that we're so suspicious of the principal now. I'm like, yes, yes, guys. Okay, we're gonna end the video here. We actually got some answers questions answered. Yep, I can speak English, I promise. Just not very well. Even though it's my only language, you'd think I could speak it perfectly, but no, I still stutter. We got some of the questions answered. We got some leads to follow. Things are starting to pick up. So while we didn't have this big info dump that I was hoping for this episode, I'm happy with this. I had enough excitement. I definitely laughed a lot. I feel like I haven't laughed this much in quite a while, as far as these episodes go. That was really funny. There's a lot of just dumb stuff happening. Excuse me. So I'm gonna end it here, and hopefully in the next episode we'll continue to pry into the principal. I think that's the direction we need to go, and I'm very happy about that. We just found out maybe there's 2 ghosts. I don't really know what my theory would be on that. Maybe that they're twins. Maybe that they're clones of Mutsuki or something like that. Maybe that's why she recognized them. I have no idea. I really don't. But we're gonna figure out something here soon. Hopefully. I mean, this can't go on forever, right? We have to get some answers eventually. But overall I'm pretty happy with this episode. So we'll end it there. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.